Chris. Chris, can you hear me?
My people.
TOP FM.
Chris, can you hear me?
If you're not
Chris, can you hear me?
From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. True talk, we not go high. Call Mr. Judge Nubo, bring that stand. The veterans meeting, no nonsense. They must ride, talk and play bet. People don't see anything said. Yes, me strong woman, yeah. If you rock, she go say ah. How decide? For me country with my people, you're ready. Grand mass steady, steady. From bush to town, from market to yard. It don't matter strong, we hit it hard. We go talk 'em. If they hide the truth, I go bring 'em. If you vex more, you must speak for them. To the farmer people, oh. If it's not correct, we go talk and slow. 9 o'clock till 12 midnight, we sit here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. Truth must talk, we not go hide. To the farmer people, oh.
I better default my people. Those of you out there listening, following, I'd like to say good evening and welcome to the Saturday edition of the program. I beg to differ is your regular and usual program that comes your way from Monday to Saturday. Today is Saturday, the 11th day of July, in the year we meet AD 2026. I'd like to say good evening and welcome. Good morning, good afternoon. There, your location. We'd like to say welcome, whatever you're doing and however the case may be like. This is how we do it right here. Saturday we come up at 9 o'clock and to bring you the latest happening and the weekend edition of the program. I bet D4. I have with me tonight the host right here and listen why he's at the back. And to those of you following on the Facebook platform, if you are there, I'd like to say good evening and welcome. Good morning and good afternoon and welcome. Whatever you find yourself. I don't know your location, but I know you know your location. So this is why we use the three, phrases or words that I use on the daily basis. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Wherever you find yourself. But those of you in Liberia, I like to say good evening and welcome. Africa, I like to say good evening and welcome. And this is Alberto D4. Here we discuss issues relating to the growth transformation when it comes to changing minds and attitude of our listeners. Whatever you find yourself, you have some life say in life. So if you listen to Alberto D4, we have professor, we have well-learned people who are ready to provide education, who kill, excuse to provide education for everyone. So I think it's a privilege. It's not a right. They not come on. You're not going to tell them say you have to come. It's a privilege for everyone of us. So I like to say good evening. Those of you who can always call our regular colors, our regular colors and followers, I like to say good evening and welcome. Whatever you're doing, we like to say welcome. Thanks so much for tuning in to Top 105.3. And thanks so much for following this platform. And if you are following, anytime you go across the platform, like, share, and comment. Why are you sharing? Somebody want to know. Share so the men who are on who are in the direct chat room and on a different platform. If you are on YouTube, you do the same thing. If you're on Facebook, you do the same thing. Even you can share it on Instagram, whatever way you can do it. Share it, any kind of place. Let it go across the entire globe. So we like to say welcome. And tonight we have to bring a little entertainment, bring a little entertainment, share some fun. Before we do that, I don't know, Mr. Wright is there. Mr. Wright, the host, good evening and welcome if you are there. Good evening and welcome. We need to share some fun tonight. We're on the weekend. Let's do away some stress.
How you doing, Mr.
How you doing,
Where?
Mr. Where?
I'm doing wonderful, and happy to great this evening. How yourself and
already.
how yourself and your entire family.
I'm doing
I'm
excellent.
doing
My
excellent.
family is
My
doing
family is
just
doing
as
just
great.
as great.
And we thank
We
God.
thank God.
Beautiful weather here.
Beautiful weather here,
And
and
we're sucking it
we're sucking
in
it in,
and enjoying the
enjoying the
weekend.
weekend.
My daughter,
My daughter,
got some friends over
friends
today,
over today, visiting with her.
and the family is being accommodating, and we're trying to make her stay here as much as pleasant and enjoyable and memorable. Um, but in the same vein, I have a responsibility to be here to be able to provide information, education, and at the same time, some entertainment to our listening audience and our followers. And so this is why I'm here as well. And so, like you said, I too want to say, if you join our platform, we urge you to do just three things: share, comment, and like. Like, share, and comment. Those three things. That's all we ask of you. And if you like, share your thoughts in the comment section, and we will make sure we answer it. Trust me. And if we don't have the answer right away, we will go back and find it for you and bring you the answer that you deserve. So we encourage you to do that too. But we are very, very encouraged and happy that you take your time to be with us all the time. Once we go live, we see you guys logging in right away, and we see all of that. And we want to appreciate you so much for doing that. And that is for me. Chris, in the meantime, I'm going to have you to take calls while we wait for the rest of the panelists to come on. We're going to have a very exciting conversation tonight, as we always do, with the dynamic George H. Nubo and the very prolific Mr. J. Christopher Nippet, and the golden voice, Madame Claude Sarah Emotions Smith, Claudie, as they call her. So, we have a good lineup. And I hope Mr. Abraham Duncan can join us. I've been hearing a lot of good things about his appearance the last time when he was here. All the panelists keep talking good things about him. So, Mr. Duncan, if you're out there, make some time tonight to join us, okay? Back to you, Chris.
Okay, that is so great. Thanks so much, Mr. Wright. Thanks you so much, and also to our listener that we are on the weekend, and let's try to enjoy weekend vibe before we go into, matter. Let's do away a little bit stress. So let's see what we can play for you. Yes, indeed. Let's play something for you. Keep listening. We'll open the phone line later. But we are on a weekend vibe. I love, everybody love entertainment. Entertainment is very important. So let's see what we have here. Oh, yes, indeed. Don't get it twisted. We are all here together. So those of you following this evening, entertainment is part of life. So I like to say good evening and welcome, whatever you're doing, and however the case may be like. Every day we come up with new team. This is a battle D4. It left with you to D4 with us, or to D4 with Chris Beware. Let's hold it right here and see what we have here again. This one is emotional, very a great again. Let's listen to the one.
God, I beg, hear me. God, I beg, hear me talk. Every morning I wake up with empty belly. Pocket dry, nothing I feel sell. Life no day, you don't cost like gold. How man go leave when life too cold? School I go, I graduate with hope. Now I'm trekking, no work, I dey go. Dreams big, but too rough. I strong small, but you don't too tough. Mama they pray, Papa just they look. Siblings they hope say I go change their book. But how I go do on my road no clear. Government promise, but them know they yeah. God, give me small.
Oh yes, indeed, you got a bag. Yeah, bless me. Just small thing. I don't want plenty. I'm not looking for plenty. So if you are out there, tell somebody to tune in to Top 105.3 and listen to a bed to D4 right here. Especially the weekend edition. Today is Saturday.
Blessing where you don't already. I know I ask too much. I just want to survive.
I'm not looking for too much. I just want to survive.
Cause this suffering won't swallow my life. God, I beg you, my gratitude. If I see small, for this my way. Now you be my hope when nothing's straight. Cause for this Niger, Monday almost paid. Monday almost paid. God, I beg, hear me.
Oh yes, indeed. Don't laugh at me. Some of you dancing too. Don't try it. I like to say good evening and welcome, whatever you're doing and however the case may be. Like those of you out there, you've been listening to a lot of platforms, you've been listening to a lot of messages, and we are here. This is about D4, a program that go across the entire globe. So whatever you're doing and however the case may be, like let's hear you tonight. Let's hear you tonight. As we entertain you, let's hear you tonight. What do you think about entertainment? And also, what is happening in your community? What is going on? What do you want to bring to the attention of our followers out there, our brothers and sisters, while we are with the other panelists? What is going on? What do you want to bring to our brothers and sisters that across the globe right here, not on the ground, those in America, in Europe, and any part of the world, in China, whatever, and they are using the social media platform. One of the most talk about. We are on YouTube and also Facebook. So let's hear you as we bring you more entertainment until we get it to our, we turn it over to our host tonight. And also, fully well that the first segment is where we give you the opportunity to call in and tell what is happening right to your doorstep, what is happening in your community, which are the ministry you want to talk about, what happened to the health ministry, what happened to the security, what happened to the agriculture department in the Republic of Liberia, Grand, what happened to our local farmers, our marketeers, our school-going kids, and the Ministry of Education. Whatever thing you want to talk about and you want to bring to the attention of the public, you want to make a recommendation, you are free. You want to ask question. If you are following by Facebook, you send in your comment. We're going to recognize you. We're going to read out your comment and call your name also that you are following the program. So if you want to be part of the show tonight, while we bring you some entertainment, today is Saturday, to do away stress. You know what I mean? You've been working and your boss may been pressurizing you. Sometimes other bosses make people to feel like, I don't want to work. They want to make you to give up. anything you do, they don't feel satisfied. So this is what make music come in. You go home, you relax comfortably while you sit with your children, and then you decide to play some music. So while you are home listening to a bed to D4 on top 105.3, and then you're listening to other music, go, I beg, hear me. That's just one of the interesting. Sometimes we bring we play the instrumental beat that attract you. Sometimes you and your babe, your fiance or your wife, you were on the base. Sometimes you have late quarrying. Saturday is the full money day. So sometimes you don't have the full money day. The music start playing, you turn around. She yourself she enjoying the music. Both of you now start laughing. Say, honey, I'm very sorry, all that kind of thing. So that's how I look like. So if you are there tonight, you can call on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And we're gonna hear you tonight. The world going to listen to you tonight. Yes, not only on the platform, but the entire globe. When we talk about the world, we mean the globe. So let's hear you tonight. Okay. Let's go to the phone line and take our first caller. Good evening and welcome.
Yes, good evening. My name is Gloria Kelkla, calling from News Radio.
Okay, Gloria Kekula, how you doing this evening?
I'm fine by the grace of God. And you?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Let's hear you. What is on your mind tonight you want to bring to the attention of our listeners?
Yeah, what is on my mind is about the health sector business.
Okay.
Because our nurses and our doctors are not doing well for our people. Like for this girl case, Justino case, the girl who they work on to GSK hospital. And according to them, they said that they went, they get injection on her spinal cord. And now they get parents that she can't work. And they promised they get parents that they were taking her to England for treatment for up to now. Since then it happened to James Civil Hospital again. They get a late child injection where the child hand got black, 3 months old child. So they have to work on the child again to JSK Hospital. And most of the girls, they are not learning anything. When they go there, they just on a phone, on the internet whole time. So why you going learn? Why you going get to your people? At the end of the day, you will see that they will make lots of mistakes.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Your point is worth taking. That your point has to do with the Ministry of Health. Thank you so much. So if you are there tonight, call on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Let's hear you on this platform. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Yes, sir. How are you, sir?
I'm okay. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
This is your friend and brother, Evangelist Mauli, aka Bible.
Evangelist Maulu, let's hear you tonight.
Thank you very much for this powerful program that you are putting from.
Thank you.
Without God, nothing can be possible. So the problem is if my people on this earth, my friends, my brothers, and my uncles, they will turn themselves back to God, everything will be right for us.
Okay.
That is the only thing I have to tell everybody under the sound of my voice. Let's turn ourselves to God. When Jeremiah and when Solomon built the temple, he went to God, he consulted God, and God told him in the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 14, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and turn back from their wicked ways, I, the Lord, will hear their voice and heal their land. So if we can turn ourselves to God in obedience and in respect and in love, God will help us. By this hour, somebody say he love his friend, but he's stealing his friend's wife somewhere in the corner there, enjoying themselves. That is love?
No.
If we can turn ourselves to God, God will heal our land and give us peace. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, Evangelist Manglo. Thank you so much. I hope you will always call on the program and at least give one or two Bible verses. Thank you so much, because if we thank to God, there will be transformation into our life. We will got clear heart, good mind. So that is very good. Thank you so much. Thank you. I highly appreciate that. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome.
Hello,
Yes, welcome. What is your name and where you calling us from?
brother Anthony Ketu calling from Yari Vehicle.
Mr. Ketu, let's hear you.
Thank you, bro. I love laugh because always he gave you some idea to say to the public for the government to come to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why on my mind? I have three things on my mind
Okay.
tonight.
Okay, go ahead.
Number one thing has to do with our city in Grand Jira County.
Our city mayor in Grand Jira County. Yes, sir.
In Grand Jira County. Brother, when you enter in a city, they say, oh, all the city is a divine power, the mayor, and the system for the county.
Mhm.
And two persons need to work in the county. The city mayor there to clean the city. Do you understand me?
Oh,
The city mayor to clean in the city.
mhm.
When city mayor not working in the city, what will make the city to? It means the whole city will be so bush.
Mhm.
Somebody wishing on the village. Number one point there.
Okay.
So Zoju, yeah, go on Facebook, yes, you city. When you see Zoju city, say you see bad. Because the whole area is so bush, you just see.
Mm.
Seriously, you see it's bush. Yes, Zoju city. It will not show you anywhere. That's so bush. See one horse now, just standing in the bush. You see, brother?
Mhm.
So it's very, very, for me, it hurting me. The city working in this whole county here.
Okay.
The city now in this county.
The next point.
Number two,
Mhm.
number two thing I have to say about the education level
Okay.
to the school level. The only thing I ever to say to the school level of the teacher or the principal, those that have in their school, private school, both private school and government school,
Mhm.
I beg them, the number that you able to control, that they must be on the campus.
Okay.
Enough force for you to pack plenty children for them to say the school is packed this year. No. Because when you get plenty children in a house, you not get no respect. Other will be there, they will be rude, and other will be there that will give you respect. But everybody need will just pour.
Mm.
Because they say one quarter can spoil all quarter.
Mhm.
So in making the drugs burning on the campus, even some teacher they say sending drugs.
Hmm.
You understand me?
Mm. You're saying
So
you,
teachers
you are
any
talking
job.
you are talking beauty, oh.
Oh, but when a teacher not sending drugs, now why you more allow the student to be smoking drugs on the campus?
And now we shouldn't think like that. The children
And you
can carry,
understand?
you know, listen, the children can carry their own thing. Don't just say teacher can, if you don't have a proof, you are accusing.
Okay.
Yes, so I don't want
Okay.
for you to say, if you can
Let me
say,
just talk.
maybe, yes.
My 30,
No,
my
I want for you to make that clear. You not get any proof. Don't say teacher can say drugs. Teacher are suffering to.
yeah, but the children smoking
No,
on the
leave
campus.
it. Even you that talking, you able to control the children. You know how many people crying around there because we teacher close school now, government close school. However, I don't want for you to use that remark like that without proof. Thank you. Let's hear the third one.
Okay. Let me go to my third one.
Mm-hmm.
My third one, it have to do with the representative and the senator for our county.
Okay.
And I get begging them for them to in this county or our representative, the person who represents us in this country, are begging him. I want for him to come into this country. The 2 persons have got missing for us to talk about them. Are human beings. Now, I say the animal die, so more get chunky away. But see, and I hate people that lost today, who looking for them, we're not seeing them. We just check it all around. We breaking them, we hold their field. Let them come and tell the security people, the army people, the play what the people lost. Let people go there and see what they can do there. Maybe when army people go there and start tackling the town people in the town there, maybe somebody will say, oh, yeah, the people here that so play will keep them here. They will happy. And say, so I beg you, this is why I call over the radio. Thank you.
Your name again, please?
Anthony Ketu.
Anthony Ketu. Thank you so much. Oh, yes, Anthony Ketu. Thank you, one of the regular callers. Thank you so much for being part of the platform, Anthony.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. So, yes, indeed, folks, you are there. Let's hear you tonight on A Bed to D4.
God, I beg, hear me talk. Every morning I wake up with empty belly. Pocket dry, nothing I feel sell. Like no day, you don't cost like go. How man go leave when life too cold? School I go, I graduate with hope. Now I'm trekking no work, I dey go. Dreams big, but oh too rough. I strong small, but you don't too tough. Mama they pray, Papa just they look. Siblings they hope say I go change their book. But how I go do on my road no clear. Government promise, but them no they yeah. God give me small from my own. From the blessing where you don't already so. I know I spend too much, I just want to survive. Cause this suffering won't swallow my life. God, I beg you my cry today. When I see small light, but this my way. Now you be my hope when nothing's fake. Cause for this Niger, Monday almost paid. Monday almost paid.
Okay, let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, good evening. What is your name? Where are you calling off from?
The name is me, Agustin Dawawichita, and I join you from my Bolivar community.
Mr. Chita, let's hear you tonight on A Bed to D4.
Thank you tonight for your platform, Grand Jira for us, Labrador for us. We will continue to talk until the raffle thing be done. So, but one of the things for me, really thinking on about the health sector, but I want for our government to help us to supply, at least if the medicine to the hospital, you will see the doctors, you will see the nurses, they will be on time. One of the things I want for them to work on, the government of Labrador to work on is that if the case is emergency, wherein the parent confused or the relative confused, and they go at the hospital, I want for government to support the emergency case. And as something where your parents say, what about the person, or put the person in the car, or put the person on motorbike, just carry the person to say, oh, this is what happening, this is what happening, and you explain, and they're working on it to say, oh, you'll be here for free time, at least parents can pay that money. But something that's urgent, emergency, at least government should initiate it at the federal hospital so that it can go off here. I want on the area, I want for government to work.
Yes, sir.
We will always flag it out. If we can do listening tonight, the Broad Street, we still have it at man. Any other permanent citizen, good citizen from Grand Jira, we need everybody on board. We need everybody on board. But the canton, you the hell, wake up so that we can see how best we can see about the Broad Street. Thank you for the time.
Your name again, please.
What?
Your name again, sir.
Augustine W. Cheta.
Mr. Cheta, thank you so much for being part of the platform tonight.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Caller 088114 3504 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello. Yeah, what is your name? Where you calling up from? Your voice is very low. Can you put more energy in your voice and shake up to where you find yourself, please? Yeah, at least you need to shake up like you comfortably. You know, Carter, I'm 088114 3504 0776 105 105, and you're gonna be live on Better D4 on Top FM 105.3. Let's hear you tonight on this wonderful platform. Yeah, today is Saturday, the 11th day of July. The year remains the 2026. Let's go to the. We lost that color. Let's hear you tonight on a Better D4 while we are with the other panelists. What is on your mind? Let the whole world hear you. What is happening in Grand Nigeria? What is happening in your community? Other humanitarian out there, those who are following, critical people are following. So let me go to the comment section. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's bring in the caller. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where are you calling up from?
This is Bobby Tally. I'm calling from Chibu.
Okay, Bobby Tawi, eh?
Tally.
Oh, Tally, Bobby Tally. Let's hear you tonight, my dear brother.
Okay, brother, we have seen Nigeria County to become the biggest county in all the countries.
Okay.
So when certain things we think of that all be happening, when it's not happening, we speak on it. I can remember when I was attending in the 80s, you can see our people brother when they in the 11th grade, 12th grade, or maybe 10th grade, when school closed, they have a vacation job. Just my brother was just seeing that Broad Street. But the county officials so to put on someone on vacation job, pass face that area, or go to like Hero Lucky, carry some students there, see some agricultural area, carry some students there to learn. Among these students, maybe somebody might become a minister of agriculture or minister or so person. They will like it. They will fight for that position because they love that job and they will put effort to learn to their faculty. This time, when children, when they going, they try their possible best. They see the 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, when they going out, no vacation job. It helps the student also when their parents have money, when they come from that vacation job, that place where they go work, the people will pay them the little money, they will use that money for their tuition and whatsoever. But it is not happening in the country, just leaving our students, our children, just that kind of way. Just kind of, create some idea to help our children. And these are said their children are there. Why they can't help the other children too? They are said they did some before they become civil lieutenant, before they become representative. They need to create. Look at country development fund. They just eating the money, they are eating it. They can't share with their children, they can't share with other people. So at the end, people would like to dig beyond there where the money going. I'm begging the county officials, let it create avenue, let it create one idea that is going to help their own children too. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, Bobby Tally. Thank you so much for being part of the platform this evening. Call on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 088 114 3504 0776 105 105. Let's talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome on Abed to D4.
Yeah, good evening, Chris. I'm Chris Jawad Johnny from Studio Resident.
Okay, Chris Java, let hear you this evening.
Yeah, to the paper, we just reflect on the issue about Broad Street. We, the citizens, will continue to say Grand Jida and Minas Zweju is the face of the Southeast.
Mhm.
This is one of the finest cities in Liberia. And we are going to try our possible best, no matter lawmaker, don't lawmaker, but we are going to work with business people from door to door, from street to street, to have Broad Street face. We are don't going to.
Chris Java, are you there? Mr. Java, are you there? Mr. Java? I think we lost Mr. Java. Carter on. Okay. 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 We lost Java. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this Carter. Hello.
Yeah, good evening.
Yeah. Good evening. What is your name and where you calling us
This
from?
is Benson Jaguar from Bush.
Benson Jaguar. Let hear you tonight.
Okay, I respect the view of the previous speaker,
Okay.
but we have to go a little bit. I beg to differ
Okay.
on the issues of the city filthiness.
Okay.
At least we have to go beyond the city mayor issues.
Mhm.
There are people who own their individual lots and then deliberately let this area here, they remove bushes, and they're not even concerned about them. But we tie everything around the city mayor alone. We need to stop that. We need to be a little bit reasonable. The other city mayor will take callers now to go all around Zwedru. Since this is our county, and all of us are residents of this place, let us go beyond holding city mayor responsible alone. Those of us who own 2-3 lots and live in Moravia, let us make it our responsibility too now to have these places clean. That's city mayor alone.
Your name, sir, please. Your name.
This is Benson Goard in Bush.
Benson Goa. Before you go, let me ask you a question. If you
Yeah.
look around the city hall, I don't know how when you visited the city hall, do you can tell me that the city hall clean or is not?
So let me answer you the question. What I want to tell you is that
No, listen to me.
even to include, listen now, I'll give you the answer.
Go ahead.
The question you asked, plus those who own their private land and then let them live in Moravia and other places are all the group that are contributing to the filthiness of the city.
Mr. Goa.
They need to understand that too. They're not the city mayor alone.
Mr. Goa.
When we continue let that thing here, we will not go anywhere.
Mr. Goa, can you listen? We having a conversation.
The way you come in.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The one that the city mayor is responsible for.
Mm-hmm.
If you subtract from the one that are owned by private people,
Mm-hmm.
private citizens, you will realize that, look, even if you stand from the AG Hill, all the churches you have here, the AG, the Baptist school, the Baptist church, all the area they own, all the large area they own this place. They all added awkwardness in the city. They need to be responsible too for that.
I am
They
listening
need to
to you.
realize that the area they own need to be clean.
I don't want for you
Okay,
to.
telling you about the city mayor alone is very, very hard to believe because if you say city mayor, I go in.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You know- you
city
don't-
mayor,
you don't-
everything city mayor. So we need to go beyond that.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I know you are listening very carefully and you are listening with respect. That's why you call. But I want to ask you a few questions. I ask you the first one. I can't tell when you visited the city hall, but if you visited it yesterday or either day before yesterday and today, call and tell us whether it clean or it not. If you visit the air fee or the administrative building few days ago. Tell us what is the condition. If you visit the area, those areas that owned by government, tell us. Just call back. People not blaming the city mayor. However, let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome.
Good evening. Yes, how you doing?
I'm okay. What is your name and where you calling up from?
This is Michael Gay calling from Toll Street.
Maya.
You know the problem with that in the country. If even the person got position they are ready to, let us say the truth.
Okay.
Every private area or every business area that is in its red room, government got jurisdiction over it.
Okay.
That's why they open avenue for taxes. If you create something here, you got to pay boucher, and they pay on the road. They pay like a place. Government have the right to tax you. They will pressure and they will tax you. You pay the money. So nobody will come here and come forward say the major not get right to do nothing, or not get right on it. You don't do that. That's what government gives you the power as a city major to make sure that your city is clean. You can't say, oh, you get private area, you must do it. There are some people they don't care. The government gave you the position so that you can do the work. That position means that they pay up for you do the work here. It is your right to do the work. You can't say, oh, the citizen, how they call it, business, somebody park there. Yeah.
Mr. Mario, thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Let us start the week argument.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you so much for being part of the platform.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. We lost that caller already. Caller 088143504. Let's go there. Good evening and welcome.
Yeah, this is Bobby Tally again. I just want to call my brother who just left the line.
Okay, Bobby Tally, let's hear you.
Yeah, sometimes if somebody don't know their function, we gotta tell the person is doing a wrong thing. The city mayor is responsible for the city, not to the village. All the things that we're talking about, they are not to the village, they are in the city. She herself, she gotta walk around, and when she see any land that is bushy, she need to find who owns this place. She have people, and when she not, giving order, she not putting her people to job. Will the city be clean? No. Just for example, you have your house, you and your family there. You got group of men and group of women. They are there. They live with you. You're responsible for all of them. Give them a job in the morning or in the week that they will be able to work, and then anybody go in your yard, you will see your area be clean. But if you not give them your job, after will be dirty. Who not working? Who that owns that house are not working. That is that. The city mayor, he owns the city or she owns the city. And when she now employ her people, giving them the money, that city will be dirty. So that's messed up. I just want to tell you that maybe you later with the city mayor, I just want to correct your mistake.
Thank you. Thank you, Bobby Tally. Thank you so much, Mr. Tally. Thank you for being part of the platform tonight. Okay, let's go to those of our friends and brothers that are following on the platform online comment section. Iri Doe Willie said, "I am Iri Doe Willie following live from Mac Office Community." Iri, thank you so much. We hope that you share the broadcast. Any of the chat room you have, share the broadcast. Yes, your share or anywhere you think you can share it all over. Thank you so much. We go to the phone line. Let's talk to this caller.
Yeah, I just want to make something clear.
Yeah, what is your name? What is your
Michael? This is Michael Gay.
Mr.
When
Gay, let's hear you.
When Mary brought City Major in Monrovia, when she closed down King Burger on Broad Street, yeah, the woman went to King Burger behind. She cleared the dam, brought on the road. After when they cleaned everything, they closed down King Burger. She found them. They paid the money. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. But they know what the people know what Mary Broad did. And now Grand Judah is now a exception to that. Yes, indeed. Before we continue the course segment, let's welcome one of the professor. Yeah, one of the legend, Mr. George H. Numbo. Mr. Numbo, good evening and welcome. Speak to your people.
Good evening and thank you. Good evening to Zredru, to Southeastern Liberia, to my fellow panelists who are present now and who are to come later. And I'm happy to be back. I was monitoring some part of the conversation on the phone, and with regard to the city mayor, you asked good questions, and even if I have a lot in Monrovia, and no, I have a lot in Zredru. I live in Monrovia or in the U.S., as the case may be. I'm still responsible to clean my lot. And the city government is responsible that they compare me to clean my lot. So no, there is no excuse for the city mayor when it comes to private properties and when it comes to government properties. So
Thank you, Mr. Numbo.
Look forward to a good discussion today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Speak to your people. You won't put your money in the corner. You will come later. Yes, indeed. So, folks, we like to say we are on the weekend, Bob. I told you. Yeah. I told you on the weekend, we have to have some fun. Yeah.
When the host come on, maybe the host will not allow me to go there.
No, the host is already listening to you, but he couldn't allow you. Don't who tell you. The host is, always flexible and wanting for everybody to talk.
Okay.
So tonight, he get spizzle. He get no spizzle there. Because he started about you me last night. To now, the Iranians say that revenge.
So, folks, we are here for you tonight. Let's see whether we can take this. Let's see. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. What is your name? And where are you calling her from?
Oh, thank you. My name is Tilly Better, calling from the United States. I'm in Phoenix, Arizona State.
Okay. You been following the show?
Yes, of course. I've been following the show, and the show is interesting. That's what I call in from the distance.
Thank you so much. We highly appreciate. Let's hear you tonight. This is about the D4 in Grand Judah County and around the world.
Yes, I call into the show for three different things. Two of those will be on the education side and the health.
Okay.
And then the third one will be for sanitation.
Okay.
So let me start with the sanitation. Back when we were
please let me get something. Mr. Right, Mr. Nubo, you're getting the color, please.
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
Good. Thank you so much. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, so are they getting me clear, right?
Yeah. Go ahead. They are getting you clear.
Okay, again, like I said, my name is Bennett, the USA. I'm calling you from Phoenix City. I've been following the show, and it's very interesting. That's what I took my time for this evening. So, on the sanitation side is, a healthy community need good sanitation. And the sole custodian and responsible person for sanitation in the healthy community is the head of the community, who happen to be the city mayor. If you look at the geographical setting of Zwedru Grand Union County, in the next 4-5 years to come, Zwedru going to be the second largest city in the Republic of Liberia. And looking at the city condition, and the city mayor, she had a sole responsibility to find all those that can take care of their private lots or their property. Because I remember back in the 80s when we were back home, some Saturday will come, the city will come and gather people brushing around the city. When your property is dirty, they find you. Because they want the environment to be clean. That's what we used to know back in the day. Now, the city hall, you ask a gentleman a question, have you ever visited the city hall? That question was not answered. It was dodged. So once we say let's follow, let's take the lead, you should be the one to take the lead. Because if your office facility, one time I look at the road going to the city hall, it was deplorable. So how can you get the dirty environment and then you asking other people, or you bringing other people for not cleaning their environment that will be equivalent to the cleaning of the whole entire city? That's one. So if the city mayor can put in an idea or a mechanism in place that 30 days in advance, take the radio, make public announcement that at the end of July, for example, we will be doing the cleanup campaign. If you get your private property, that property should. If you get a private property, that property must be clean. If it is not clean, we will fine you X amount of money. That is, you get 30 days notice. Now, but before you do that, you want to make sure the road leading to your office or the surrounding of your office, which is the facility you work, must be the bright light of what you want to do. I remember when they were coming for the late president, I saw one video which was very, very touching. The video having to do with the superintendent going to the Cali compound. He went to the Cali compound and you were trying to talk to the priest, but the custodian or the janitor of the compound, he said that the car drove on the flower. You were trying to make some kind of a point, and the surrounding gentleman of the superintendent was like, the man is asking the superintendent ordered the people to cuff the man. And even said that the compound is dirty, but when you look up beyond the Thurman Palace, where he lives, the place is dirty. And that video was so touching to me. Now, let's go to the health. Somebody recommended to the government that if that is an emergency, they should turn to that patient before even asking for a penny. You know, we have to put system in place in the country.
Okay.
Liberia is a country that has to do with connection with America. So why are they not practicing the system that is being built in this country that we live by? Why are they not practicing the system? Why are they not implementing the system? I know they get a talking point of American politicians, quote unquote, a public official insulting people, the local people. It's in the politics right now. But if they can talk the American talking point, Why are they not putting the American system into place in the country?
Okay.
So they need to think about that. The second thing on the health issue is that the lacking of medication. I'm not accusing anybody, but I'm just trying to put a projection in place here.
Yeah, and that's why everybody talking. Go ahead.
Okay, so now the government should make sure that any individual, you are a nurse, you are a doctor, you are a physician, if you're working, hello?
Go ahead.
Hello?
Go ahead. You are live. You are live, sir.
Good. Yeah, it was your network.
Okay.
So if anybody working at a facility, either the Mater Memorial Hospital or any kind of public facility that have to do with hospital, that person need not to have ownership of drugstore.
Okay.
They need not to be an owner of a drugstore or a connection to a drugstore.
Okay.
Because if those medicine being distributed to those very facilities, those people working, possibility exists that they can take this medication and carry to their drugstore, and then when the patient go to the hospital, then they refer the patient to that particular drugstore and make profit out of the government medicine that they give to this facility. So you got to put things in check. If you want your people to enjoy your government, you got to put things in check. Now let's go to the education sector. Back in the days, when you fail 2 times in a class, they give you NTR, you never go back to that school. I don't know whether NTR exists right now in the country. Secondly, to get control over the students so that the student can be able to implement the lesson plan, you have to get a specific number attached to certain class. Every class must have a specific number. The highest number we usually get back in the days, during the Catholic school days, is 45 students.
Yes.
Or 30 students per class. So that the teacher can be able to have voice over all the students sitting in the class. Now, we look at private schools. The private schools in the country are the problem of the education sector in the country. I'm accusing them right now.
Okay.
I'm on record. I'm accusing the private schools that they are the problem of the education sector in the country. Everybody wants a private school. But then the private school tuition ASC.
You are live. Go ahead.
The private school tuitions, ASC, all other tuition in the country, forgetting the fact that the economic system in the country is deplorable. The job business in the country is also a problem. First of all, you want to know what is the economic system in the country before you talk about tuition being $100 for first grade student or second grade, for example. Somebody make $30 per month, then you charging their child $100 for tuition, and they get 5 children to go to school. At the end of the day, the only one child they might either take to go to school. So the government need to revamp the education system in the country. Because the country is bleeding. We are on the edge that we're looking into the country. We know what is going on. So problem solving is knowing the root cause of the problem. If you know the root cause of the problem, you can solve that problem. So if the government official, the county official, the district and city official, they are listening to some of us calling on the radio, on the talk shows, taking our own time where we're supposed to relax, they need to start putting mechanisms in place. Because the country is bleeding. The country is bleeding. So these are the 3 things that I actually want to talk on tonight. And I hope government officials, the government has large, they can see to it that to revamp the education system in the country. The education system in the country is actually deplorable. I can tell you this.
Thank you, sir. Before you go,
and
okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I wanted for you to give your full name, that's all.
And I can say deplorable because the English that those who are high school graduate, college career holders, degree holders, the English they pour out when you listen, some of them they don't even get studied in the dictionary. It never used to be like that before. Doesn't mean that I'm trying to downplay all the educated people in the country. No. But I am trying to tell the people in the country that the mistake and the errors that are being taking place nowadays in the country. So before government gave any private school, other than those are the private schools that we know back in the days, the Baptist, the AG, the Catholic, the Lutheran, any other person want to leave your school after yourself, they should be able to elect that school. Make sure, do proper checking of your instructor. What is the qualification before people start sending their children to your school? Because the education system in the country is different from what we used to know before back in the days. Thank you very much. Any question?
Yeah, no, there is no question, but I wanted to get your full name before if any question. Your name again, sir.
Oh yeah, my name is Tele Bele. I'll be calling on your show most of the time because some of your evening program, they are very, very interesting that we are discussing today. So I want to be one of your frequent callers. So my name is Tele Bele.
Tele Bele, I think I will reach it to the host, and the host is listening. Maybe you can be included when it comes to the conversation, and you guys will talk. I thank you so much for being part of the platform. We're gonna the host is listening, and you guys are gonna talk. Thank you so much. We highly we highly appreciate you for being part of the platform. Way over there, and you following up. God bless you. Thank you. Bye bye. Okay, folks, we are here tonight.
The host that big mountain. Just say I will reach it to the host. I will reach it to the host.
That's what I say. I reach it. Enough to my level. Let me just push a line and break it down. So quickly, let me go to our comment section and then prioritize those who always following us. Like this one from Prince Nayu.
Chris,
yes.
Before you move on, for this coming week, there are people from yesterday we have somebody from Pribo.
Okay.
When they say I'm watching from Pribo, what on your mind or locality?
Okay.
They should say it.
To give an update from that area.
Yes.
Okay. It's necessary. Thank you. They are almost they are listening. So Prince, now you say good evening, brother. I am watching from Moravia this evening. Thank you so much, Prince. Now you Irid Doer Willie. I am Irid Doer Willie following live from the Mac office community. Thank you. The only thing you should do for us is you comment, share the broadcast, like, and share it to minutes as you can. So so everybody will get the message across. Yes, indeed. Let's see whether we can be a little bit. Today is Saturday.
God, I beg, hear me. God, I beg, hear me talk. Every morning I wake up with empty belly. Pocket dry, nothing I feel sell. Like no day, you don't cost like gold. Come on, go leave when life too cold. School I go, I graduate with hope. Now I'm trekking, no work, I dey go. Dreams big, but too rough. I strong small, but you don't too tough.
Is your dancing
Papi, now why papi? That baby, papi never even be careful. Mr. Nubo, wow, pay today Friday. Let people share their feed. Okay, so folks, we'd like to say welcome back.
Today Friday or Saturday?
Today's Saturday. Peter, go to work. Today's Saturday. So I think I can turn the gavel over to since you want to say today dancing day, we can turn the gavel over to. But I saw you behind there. You were shaking your head. Now you can't put it because you know what the train must see you. So You are shaking yourself. You want to end it on me. No problem. I'm a young man. And your
Okay.
days, you are used
Okay.
to be shaking yourself. So let me enjoy myself a little bit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mr. Wright, if you are there, I think if you are there, I can turn the gavel over a little bit and then have my face. Yeah. Or I should keep taking calls in case of anything. Mr. Wright, if you are there, you
No,
just speak to us. Or
the program is too strong. Oh, oh, Mr. Wright.
okay, then
Okay.
Mr. Noah, let's try to take a call a little bit. Yeah, let's take a
Okay.
few calls.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take a few calls. Let's take it from here. Yeah, and let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Yeah, hello, crazy, right?
Yes.
This is Kumbakotio joining you from FBA.
Yeah, Marco, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you very much for the show. Yeah, what I noticed from my home local county Foya district when I was small.
Mm-hmm.
In my town, I'm talking about the city, but the town. When they say every Monday first, they have a measure to come check around the town. The horses, when you get your land, you get your horse between the yard, and if you're having connection with somebody, they can't see no grass there. That one is compulsory. Every month when they say on the first, that person will come to come monitor. Anywhere they see grass between you and your neighbor, they will find you. And when that you're going back to their home, you're responsible to do contribution, resting, to transport him. That's what I see in our home.
Okay.
And the thing you see in Granty there, I remember one of the brothers, they call him Brother Sato, who was in the club that day, he was teaching me, say, Roof Kotio. What happened in Lofa County, I went there for conference. But the room they gave all, I see Belabo Bear in there, I see Pepper Bear in there. Not that it was in a room, but around the horse, around the yard. That there where we can, because when we clean, we now want for grass to go there. Instead of your effort to go in vain, we will plant Pepper Belabo. Even my yard in FBA, you can take a visit, you will see the difference. You want flowers, so you can't hear you buy flowers. So you want pepper, you can't hear you buy pepper. I'm not boasting. I'm proud of that to say that.
Of course.
But where you said, as a brother speak, that Sweden will be the next city in the whole recovery of Liberia, next to Monrovia. If the citizens agree, they work together. Sweden will become, I can say, it will be closer to be like Monrovia. But now you know what's going on in the community. Now, I bet you, Brother Chris, if onto the triangle, you say, I'm going behind, because people are so-called then sending back to even be checking people's phone.
Okay.
Because they pay looking the national forest, national park, no care. But if they say they make announcement, say next month, on the fire, and one see no grass between you and your neighbor, you will see the well, it will be well done. But because they now even say focusing, why you see every day when you even say tell motor bag going, so they will not agree. So thank you this evening for the show.
Sister-in-law, say something for me for the July. Say something for me for the July 26th. Say something for me for the okay. Say something for me for the July 26th.
Mommy will call some kind of good next for you, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Call 088-114-3504, 088-114-3504, 0776-105-105. To tell you that people in the diaspora are following. One of our brother who calls from the diaspora spoke, on 3 cardinal issues. Yes, so some of you here, don't feel that they are bad to default stop here. It go across the globe. I told you, and I will keep telling you. So anything you say, those who live from the county, who live from the country, they can feel it. They are following. Say, yes, indeed, something need to be done. So they get an idea to bring it on board, just like our brother and father who called from the diaspora. Quarter 088-114-3504 0776-105-105. Let me go to the comment section and read few comment, and then we go over to Mr. Wright. If Mr. Wright is not available, we go to Mr. Nubo for the conversation tonight. This one say, Prince, now you say, good evening, brother. I am watching from Monrovia this evening. Thank you, Prince. Yeah, we hope that you share the broadcast. And then we come to this one. This one say, this is from Tali Bele. Tali Bele say, good evening, people of Grand Jeddah County, Liberia. I am relaxing home watching the show. Thank you so much. We hope, Tali Bele, we hope that Tilly, okay, sorry, Tilly, that is Tilly, T-A-I-L-E-Y, Tilly Bele, thank you so much for following the show. Thank you so much. So if you are there, let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Chief, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. What is your name and where are you calling up from?
I'm Prince Nayu from Motoralo, following line.
Yeah, Prince, thank you so much. We just read your comment. What is in your mind and why do you want to talk about tonight?
Yeah, I want to say thank you for tonight. And good to hear from our people outside Liberia.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to say that my people who just called from the US, Tilly Bele, if I'm not making mistake.
Yeah, Tilly Bele.
Yeah, it's true. What he's saying is true. But during their time, private school still exist in Liberia. During their time, private school, it was here. But our brother and sister, they are not serious for education for now.
Okay.
They are not serious for education. They get many private school during normal daytime. They get private school during my people time.
Mm-hmm.
But our sister and brother, and they are not serious. But I agree on a point. I very appreciating what he said. Yeah, I'm not getting no comment on his talk.
Thank you.
On the criminal Zweju, la brushky la one of the street that made Zweju. Because that the street I can see between the town out there like a two-lane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But now I know that it's 2 lanes. But if I see on the table, yeah, it can really make me to score it because it's too bad, it's not good. It's not good. So our local authority in the county, they need to see how best to work on the street in the city. Meaning in the city, we're not discussing international rule,
Mm-hmm.
but we're discussing to maintain the city. You get me? So, and to your point, City Hall and the administration building and I don't know if I get you correct. Yeah, I saw it on the table. I think it's much better because they clean it around all the morning. I saw it on the night. I think it all right. It good, but the meeting in the street in the city, no, it too bad.
Thank you.
It too bad. Yeah. So I appreciate your effort and to make somebody to speak their mind. Some who left the country a long time, but it's an opportunity having to us to talk to our people too on our side. And when somebody, I need to give somebody time, like 30 or 40 minutes to talk, because some people going to work, some people, they come from the work and they want to make their call too, and some people will be talking to 1 hour. So at least you got to schedule the time to get the president to make a call. So thank you very much. I appreciate your effort. Thank you, Chief.
Thank you, Prince Nayu. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And gentlemen, my candidate, they'll kind of escape to have a victory to go back to Zulu whiskey.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you very much.
Grandma, that make me cry. I think yeah, you want to talk about it. Be mad at me. Call 088-114 3504 0776 105 105 088-114 3504 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live. The reason we gave Teddy Bella at that time is because the place he called from is at Dixon, because he have interest in Grand Gate County, he have interest when it comes to discussion of Liberia. This is why we gave it a time. But we know the time that we give people, Prince. You know the time you talk for. You call from way more. That show concern that you have had for Grand Gate County. Yes, indeed. But we have limit. I can direct you. I'm the director for now. So don't worry. We know what we are doing. So caller 088-114 3504 0776 105 105. Okay, we take the last caller and then we go over to Mr. Wright. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, my dear brother, and everything.
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How about you? And what is your name and where you calling up from?
Thank you. Tonight I'm overwhelming, and I know how many people will be able to recognize the voice. But from today onward, I respect a television institution.
Okay.
That I was able to lively watch you and we heard from other comments when it comes to the issue of private schools. My brother, I watched you live and I overheard that somebody called and he said, we read your comment, and the person decided to call myself. But after looking at you, I decided just to plot in my comment. My name is Cheta Sebastian, one of the famous guys from Grandeur who attended SUA, who is commonly known as No Cheta No SUA.
No Cheta No SUA.
No Cheta No SUA. I think you can know from my brother. Tonight, I'm very much happy, and I don't know how much what to even say to see my top radio station live tonight. Yeah. So, my brother, we have private schools and we have governmental schools. In our classroom, I'm calling from River G, one of the town in Carrefour. We call it Cheboken.
Okay, Cheboken. I know Cheboken.
Yeah. You know Cheboken?
Of course.
Yes, I'm. Yeah, so quickly, my contribution is about, we have private school and private schools will exist and private schools are still in existence. And nobody is disclosing the fact there's no private school, but everything is about how bells. It's not about the matter of school that you go to, it's not the matter of school that you attend. But it's about the seriousness and your curiosities as a student and your courtesies as a student. And that's why who you are and what you can best do to represent your school. There are some of us who have a lot of private schools when we were there, but that's why we attended government school. And private school they were making pass my government school were also making pass when I was doing Polo Bali, Mose Nyemaneta, Aboto Nyemane, Leroy, and all the people in the town. So that we cannot eat all the time, but I really appreciate tonight.
Thank you.
To see, so thank you for having me, and thank you. I hope to really, be now with the top FM TV show all the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you to be part of the platform tonight. Yes, we highly appreciate you.
Thank you, sir.
So we turn the gavel over to Mr. Wright. And before we turn the gavel over quickly, let me go over to Mr. Christopher H. Nippe. Mr. Nippe, welcome, Father, and speak to your people.
Well, thank you so much for welcoming Christopher J. Nippe. It's a pleasure to say be on this set and come into the public view on the radio, television. We bring greetings, and we want to thank the listeners for always being on their TV, looking at their TV and their radio. My pleasure. So George Newell, Mr. Wright. Thank
George
you.
Newell is present. Okay. Thank you. Honorable Nippet. Chris, please mute yourself. Mr. Wright, we be monitoring the show until he's ready to come on. And I'm happy, that my colleagues, Nippet is here, even though I stay await Claudie. But why we do that? Maybe I need to start with what on my mind. I shared a video about Lima Boy. She took children to the legislature, and they could not allow them because there was nobody to say honorable or what have you. And I don't know if I can share the video. Share screen. Facebook. Share. Okay. I don't think it's sharing.
They have the opportunity to see their lawmakers, see the Chief Justice. This morning we had an amazing time at the Supreme Court. We came to the Senate. We were welcomed by both candidates because the G councils and a few from Montserrat. So we came and they were supposed to read a statement to the senators. Well, they, quote unquote, who are looking for honorable titles really show themselves because they cannot see these children until I, Lema Roberta Bowie, go in that room and call them honorable senators. I refuse to do it. I also elected to stay out of their chambers, but let them allow the children who came from as far as Bella Yala, River G, Sino, to go in and greet them. It was an absolute no. Think about this. The next generation of Liberian children who you're supposed to inspire to be the best that they can be. Because one person decided that you should not, and not just you, or every other public official or any other person who does not conduct themselves well should not be called honorable. You get upset and you allow them not to see you. And today I spoke with some lawyers. The highest level in the Republic of Liberia, asked them, is it in the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia that we call elected officials honorable? And the answer was absolute no. No, there is nowhere. And if anyone can show me where in the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia, I challenge any senator, any representative who can say that there is this thing written in our laws that we should call them honorable. I would write a check of $10,000 to their constituent and they can send me for training or for any kind, do any disciplinary action. It is pathetic. Really, 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 really pathetic that people will put their egos above the well-being of Liberian children. I've said my bit and I wait to be summoned.
Okay, that is one of the things on my mind. She got these kits from Sino River G.
Catherine Shirotawa.
And and other counties and part of Monserrato County, to okay. I mean, when you on a line talking, that's the time people try to call you.
Catherine Shirotawa.
Okay. And she's saying that she was not allowed into the chambers, she and the children, because she could not call people honorable and this and that. And she said she talked with some top lawyers of the country, and they said there's nowhere in the Constitution where you would call a representative or senator honorable. Here we say, senator this and that, representative this and that, or congressman this and that. And that is one of the things on my mind. Well, we are in a different society. I mean, somebody, who is my relative, who is my aunt. In our tradition, we don't have word for aunt, we don't have word for cousin. They're my man, their pa. So I don't know how you look at it. And the second thing on my mind, I was looking for it, I couldn't find it. I found it last night. Is I think it's a book by Raquel Pele that we should not do away with the Negro descent clause in the Constitution. Those are the two things on my mind. I'm going to go to you, Honorable Nippet. What's on your mind or for discussion today, Saturday, July 7. No, July 11, 2026. So up to you, Honorable Nippet. You got 3 minutes.
Oh, thank you so much for being very gracious. I want to start from that.
No, let me come with a joke. Now this my aunt. She was blind. And my grandpa killed the animal, and they gave her palm bottle. She put her hand inside. She yelled. Everybody said, "What happened?" Say, "See the amount of meat you gave me who is blind. What about those of you who can see?" So that thank you sound like that.
Oh my God. Oh God. All right, my dear brother, Mr. Nubo. It's a pleasure on the question of giving to Caesar what is Caesar. I will quit that too. And I want to start very briefly that we in a culture and civility plays it's a platform upon which we stand.
Right.
For instance, our parents, our father, we don't call them anything besides saying Papa. Putting your hand onto that name, Papa, Father, Daddy, and Mommy, Ma for our mother, the female. And then everywhere calling you because I come from the old stock of the citizenry during the 60s at my time where you always call your neighbor, the man in the neighborhood, Mr. Johnson, Mr. David, Mr. Brown. You call Mrs. Johnson, good morning. And Mrs. Davis, how are you this afternoon? And Mrs. Dr. Jarrett. So, aside from those people who live in the community, we go into the professional domain. In the professional domain, if you were asked a question, you always say yes sir or no sir, or yes, yes, madam. And so when you come to these areas of professional ethics tells us to guide ourselves by the appropriate conduct of society. Yes, it is true that in the Constitution, there's nowhere it is written in the Constitution where you refer to honorable, or you can say Mr. Senator, Madam Senator, Mr. Representative. And I don't see anything bad with saying honorable. But I can understand where she's coming from, say, when people, because that's the phrase that she used, when people who are not honorable or who do not present themselves as honorable, she frowns on it, and she did not want to enter the chambers and then call the people honorable. But in ancient time, you call people nobles. You call them squires, you call them pages, you call them knights. And this is the platform upon which the modern day, for instance, if she went to the kingdom, she will have to see the squire, and then you address her as Squire Johnson or by the kind of name the person carries. So to go beyond that, what if the children are gone within a religious community? And that community was the Council of Churches, for instance. And you have the bishop there, you say Archbishop Francis, Bishop Kula.
Yep.
You will say Father Johnson, Bishop Brown, etc. Whether you cut the bishop in the daytime with his shirt flying off his back, that tattoo conferred upon that tattoo of distinction is such that you cannot negate, you cannot compromise, you cannot throw away. In the context of that, when we are privileged to be in the presence of our elected officials, we refer to them as Honorable David or Morris, Honorable Nubo, because if you care, you may say Mr. Nubo. If he understands, he will not frown. Like here in the United States, you don't say honorable, you don't say excellency, you say Mr. President. The same goes with Liberia, Madam President.
But Mr. Nippy, let me interject a little bit, please.
Please do.
Look, I don't think
the argument, Mr. Nippy, only have 3 minutes, so.
He taking my minutes.
Let him finish the 3 minutes. I don't want to be held. I don't want to be held responsible.
Maybe I'll give 15 seconds.
Say that again.
Shorten your interjection. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very short. Okay. So yeah, and to that point, Mr. Nippet, I think it was Mr. Nuba myself were having a conversation in the back, and I said, yes, that's right. Every space, every discipline, every community. When you come to Liberia, people will give you code. Thank God we got Claudia, Madam Claudia on the Golden Voices on. She can confirm this. The point in Liberia give you code. They don't tell you something. Don't go down there. They will say something that say that code. You know? That doesn't mean, they don't know what they're doing. They put honorable. That is within their setting. That's how they want to be referred to. The British men call the people who have reached the apex of the society, a lord.
Lord Chamberlain.
Yes.
Sir Johnson.
Lord Johnson. Lord that. You have reached the apex of the British society. That's what it is.
Mr.
Thank you so much.
Time is over.
Your interjection is a compliment to what I was saying.
Okay.
So I think whether
even though I didn't finish my interjection, but it's okay.
No.
Whether their conduct
again or that.
Whether their conduct is appealing or non-appealing, whether their conduct is anything that should detract any citizen from respecting them, I differ with my sister. I respect her. She's a Nobel laureate. I respect her, but to say you will not enter the chamber where your congressmen or your representatives are because you don't want to use the word honorable. Because in your mind, in your thinking, what you ascribe to, they are not doing that. What we say, I would say, I think is an inappropriate way of carrying the children, conducting the children.
Right.
Because the children must understand those who are leading the country, Mr. President, Dr. Johnson, Councillor, or in this specific is Senator Nyambli Kanga.
Yes.
You have to put that quality or representation. Like the people say, pour hand onto the president. You can't just go and say, Mr. David, Mr. Brown. You don't do that. in our society. Culture frowns upon that, and I think you do well, not because the lawyers told her there's nothing in the book called honorable. No, but let her go back to the dictionary and find out the word honorable. Honorable is a man or woman who sits in the place of honor. So you confer upon that person, male or female, that honorable title. So I want to rest right there and maybe.
Okay, thank you. Before we go to Claudie, I want to put some small icing because some of you are city boys. I grew up in the traditional setting.
But there's a new. I don't want to make a quick point, sir. Very quick. My point here was: should we disagree with the fact that she's been conferred as a Nobel laureate? Because we don't believe that. What does that mean to us?
Okay.
What does that mean?
Okay.
Should we consider her as a laureate? Is that what? Is that her argument?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, my point is, in my town, I have my grandparents. My grandfather was, I refer to him as Pape. My grandmother, I refer to her as Ya. My father, because my father was youthful, I refer to him as Baba from brother. And my mother, I call her Sese. And all my aunts, they were either my Sese or my Ya, depending on how old they were. Now, she said they've been doing this for several years. So how have they been meeting with the lawmakers? Calling them by their name, Evan Snow, or Tyler, and you are taking people who are not even, someone who are not even teenagers. And so that was, I think, a political stunt. But let's go to Claudie. Claudie with a golden voice. Let Claudie lecture us on this Lehman Boy trip to the lawmakers, the trip that never happened because she did not want to go and call the people. The lawmakers called them honorables, but she expected them to call her Nobel laureate.
Well,
and
I'm
see
not.
If Claudie can bring her on this show here.
Yes, actually, that's interesting that you said that because when I used to, report for Daily Observer newspaper, she literally used to engage with all of my columns that I wrote in the women's column. So she is a big fan of mine. I won't deny that. But again, my name is Claudie, known as Emotion, and being once a long time ago, I was a legislative reporter, and I know how important it is to label people, like I said in a previous program, title their superior title. I mean, we all know that the House of Legislature.
I beg to add. Queen Emotion. Did you get that? Queen Emotion.
Queen voice emotions.
Wow. Okay. And you guys can just call me unique, you know, because it's not really a golden voice, but it's my
One of
voice.
my
I guess
unique,
that's what makes it
one of my
golden.
travel man call it unique way now. So I will call you. I know English. I'll call you unique way.
Yes. You know, but let's give props where props is due. We have to start respecting people. Everybody has their area. I understand she's a Peace Award winner and has her own title, has her own areas in which she's a queen of what she does. But when it comes to the House of Legislature, I mean, honorable. You can't say Mr. or Sir or Uncle. I mean, it's just so disrespectful because they're doing honorable things. You know, they're making decisions that make our country for the better or for the worse, and they should be respected for their due diligence and what they give back to our country. So yes, I mean, you can't be invited somewhere or you come somewhere and you refuse to call the person by the name they asked you to call them. My name is Claudie, but I prefer to be identified as Emotions. If you come and call me Claudio, whatever you feel like calling me other than Emotions, if we invite you on the show, then it shows me that you have no respect for the reason why I called you for. That means that I already know what's ahead of this entire discussion or your visit. You're a hater and you just don't, you know, a lot of people have a lot of disenchantments with the lawmakers. A lot of people are anti to the government, and it shows when you identify them. If you don't want to identify them as honorable, then we know that you have no respect for the legislature. So that's all I want to say to that.
Okay. All right. Mr. Wright, you want to come in? Archie. Okay. Now we gotta move on. There's a story I found yesterday, but I cannot relocate it. Where they said Raptel Paley said that, I don't know if it was Observer or Front Page Africa, that this Negro descent or property ownership, nobody should touch it. It is unique to Liberia. Anyway, maybe we'll go to Chris about the Nobel laureate statement, and then we go to the property thing. Chris, what's your take? When we go to the house, we should say, you know, Mr. Richie Kuhn or Mrs. Yobley Lawrence, Yobley Kanga Lawrence. So what's your take on that before we move on the other issue?
Okay, thank you so much. Let me say welcome to Madam D. Mr. Smith, I'd like to say welcome. And I like the way you put it, as you said, that I grew up in the traditional area and in the interior. So when it comes to, and every professional, they got a title that have been given to everyone. You can call Pastor Mr. You can call your church brother son. In the church, we can say brother. We can say sister. If you go in the education ministry, we got, miss, mystery, and we got Mr. So in a house, when it comes to the government area, I think what we learn is they are considered to be called honorable. You can call a doctor teacher. Teacher is teacher. So like the same way you put it, my mother is mother. My uncle is uncle. When we change that name, even if the uncle is not doing better or doing the best, the title that belongs to the individual should be given to them. So I don't know, and I will not agree for somebody to call, let me call my representative name, Honorable Jacob DB, to say Mr. DB. That means maybe Mr. DB is not in the house. So that is honorable until maybe I've been changed. So like for example, if you see teachers, those who are teaching, if you go on the campus, we got miss, we got mystery. So for me, I would say the title that belongs to everybody should be given to them, despite whether they are doing the right thing or not. So long they're in that position, should be given to them. So thank you so much. That's my take on that. Mr. Numu, are you there?
Yeah, Mr. Wright, back in. Is Mr. Wright in?
I think you have to move on. Let Mr. Wright handle other things.
Okay. Let's move on to the land ownership issue. Should we allow people of non-African descent to own land in Liberia or continue it as is? Claudia, please comment.
Okay, do you want me to come in about this same topic, or can I bring something up that is currently unfolding right now in Robert Fields Highway, Boys Town?
Okay. I mean, if you have something unfolding at Robert Fields Highway, please come in.
Okay, let's say about 3.5, 4 hours ago, a young man was stabbed multiple times. I mean, we're getting a lot of different information that he passed away. Some are saying he's in critical condition. This happened in the Boys Town community of Robert Fields Highway, Lower Margibi, District 1. And the ironic part about the entire situation is he was stabbed by, the instrument used was scissors. And this has become a vicious trend in Liberia when you see people fighting. Gone are the days where everyone is using their knuckles or, punching skills. Now everyone is going for rocks, cutlass, and scissors. And if you check in majority of the little children book bags, because it's a requirement, it's a necessity, where the school says each child should have crayon, little rubber scissors. You'll never find scissors in a little child's book bag, but you will always find scissors on the at-risk youth, people just in the communities. They use it as protection rather than invest a $15 or $20 taser or pepper spray to protect yourself. I think what happened tonight is very scary because this is the trend on the highway. No one is safe anymore. You even stay out of your way, you'll still be victimized somewhere or another. So that's the breaking news right now. Police are like all over the place, allegedly looking for the suspect or suspects. And everybody is shooken by it. Some people are still on the scene trying to understand what happened because according to witnesses, the young man that was stabbed multiple times is a big trapper, someone that's popular amongst the at-risk youth. So there's going to be some rival backlash. You might see a lot of different things happening in the next couple of days. But I think Marshall, Mark Gebe, Boys Town should be assured that everyone should remain calm because the AFL is on his side. Again, we talked about this on our program. The Shuffling Barrack, they are very engaged. The chief of staff of the armed forces lives in Marshall and has really done well with a vigilante team to make sure that he pushes out the criminal. He's zero tolerance to crime and drugs. His whole community doesn't even have any problems or challenges, but he is fighting and helping and working along with the LDA and police to not just be arresting people all around, but finding ways to keep everyone satisfied so that crime can reduce in number. So that is the breaking news right now.
But is the victim dead or in critical condition?
And that's the hard part right now because hour like this is not, you're not going to have an ordinary LMP. You're going to have what they call the anti-robbery task force. And they're not down with answering any questions at the moment. They have a different, let's say they have a different strategic way of working at night. They put on these ninja suits with the masks, so you can't just walk in like, hey, what happened? I'm a journalist. They'll just give you a look with their eye because that's all you can see. Everything else is armored up. So there wasn't ways to get information directly from the law side or from the witnesses side. He was unresponsive and literally like in a coma. So there were speculations as to his if he's alive or not alive. But we will not know until in the morning because the environment is too dangerous. Because now, people are going to retaliate. You just can't go up there with a press jacket. Just have to wait it out. Soon morning, we'll be able to, start contacting the press affairs or whatever and the spokesperson from LNP to find out more.
Mr. Nippy, any comment?
I need a little clarification that Miss Claudie, the little with the magnificent voice. Did I hear you say that the people are cloud with Max?
Yes, the police have a task force. No, the LNP has a task force, anti-robbery task force. They're combined. It's a combined security task force. It's not just LNP. They have various other. They do joint security here in Liberia now, and it's really been working well. It's more like
and my question is whether they are wearing masks.
Yeah, they do at night. They wear these, police designed you know, these ski masks, like, you know, black in color. It matches their baton, their clothes, you know, there's office wear, you know, like that.
Whoa.
You know, they put it shows like their cheekbone, their eyes, and a little bit of their nose, but you won't be able to look there and say, okay, I know who that is. In fact, you won't even be able to look because they look scary. But they're the ones that can handle the streets at night. You know, they make all their arrests at night. When there's like when we have programs that come on radio, watching the community. You know, the vigilantes are able to call on these programs. I'm hoping maybe one day Top FM will have such a program, and it allows that task force to get information and know where to go and bring relief to people who are in tedious situations like being robbed or rape cases, you know, like that. So they do have gear that they wear that allows them to, you know, how to be camouflaged. They want to be camouflaged and match the darkness so that they can be able to arrest it, you know, and stuff like that. It's not an illegal dress code. It's something that's part of camouflaging themselves.
But I don't know whether that is a new normal because people who do riot control don't wear ski masks because it happened here in Minnesota, and the rest is history anyway. So for the Liberian National Police to adopt a system which is which they will want to create as a standardized new normal for police officers to be wearing masks. I think it's a recipe for the copycats, those who might be inclined to committing crime themselves. They will take that as a way, well, the people can be in masks now. We ourselves, we gotta be in masks.
Yes.
We gotta be in masks. And
again, it's a legal attire. You know, it's not something that they're trying to like. They're not robbing people up, but like I said, the Liberian National Police have the anti-robbery unit.
yeah, but whatever unit that they have, it's good to have a rapid response for an anti-robbery unit, a speedy action unit, whatever nomenclature might be given or they decide to give. My concern here is when the officers are wearing masks. Yes, it pointedly serve as something that the criminal themselves could capture. So the man, you see, there are three one basic thing on the human body that are quick to capture things. That's the camera, the eyes. And the criminal goes and see this group of people dressing from the police station and they got their masks on. They themselves can wear masks. We have, they themselves could wear masks. And right in Minnesota, the world decried that because a certain security organization that were wearing masks. People could just see their faces. And as we speak, I think they are trying to do away with the mask business.
Yep.
So if our Liberian National Police will drum themselves into a strange conduct that is border on they themselves committing crime and nobody knowing who happened. Because it happened during the MPFL time, where they had this going around to suppress the crime rate in the country, and they themselves were
Can I say something?
all of the nighttime taps. You see, so I think they should readjust that dress code. You're supposed to go there. Johnson coming there, Peter coming there. They got their arms already. So they should desist from just wearing masks, because it is. You see, they say what is on earth is in heaven. If America cannot do it now, it's finally on it. Then Liberia should not do it. They can dress. They can put on their helmets, because we were dressed with helmet when they riot. That thing was forced from riot control. Crowd control, when we had the CRO and those people, and they were every now and then morning protests were on, and we will be there with our tension or baton or nightstick or club, and our handcuff, our camelon, and we had our little pistol on our side at the time, and not the long-range weapons. But the evolution of growth of crime provides a new conduct, but that conduct should not be something that the Liberian citizen will not know their own police officer. They will be afraid of their police officer wearing masks. So if criminals were to wear masks in 10 criminals come into a zone, you would think that police officer. You would think that police officer. So I want to just stop on that note.
Okay. All right. So
Excuse me.
I just contacted the officers who is part of the anti-robbery unit, and he says that no, it's not a bad thing that they do this. They said it's part of their operational security and also for their safety, because hiding and covering their faces helps them to be protected and their families from retaliation by these violent criminals. And they said it also protects them as well, and it intimidates the criminals that they're going to arrest, because when they can't see the officer's face, they're afraid, because they don't know you can't read the expression of someone, you don't know their actions when they're coming at you. So they do that to also keep private, especially when they're off duty.
I understand, our golden voice. I understand that, but hear me out very well. Those things only come into play when you are on when a squad of executioners have people on the firing line, or you're going to give lethal injection and what have you. But in modern day policing, I will have to look that up, and it does not. It is inapplicable when police is going to be blindfolded, so to speak. If you wore the uniform, you affect the arrest. They don't want to come at you; they will come at you. So that is a flawed kind of way of trying to justify why you, as the police officer, will be like somebody in what they call the place of one of these circuses where you have to put on masks and all of those things. If it was so, you'll find that it would be a dominant thing throughout the world. It would be a dominant thing throughout the world. The police is a peace officer, is a public utility personnel. You are drawn from the public domain, and after your 24 8 hours, you go right back into the same area. You serve as a deterrent. Although you come from the same public, but you try to deter crime. So what would be the kind of relationship between the police and the public if they are wearing masks? They are not going to execute anybody like it happened in 1980, where the government officials were being executed. Or in a jail compound where a criminal who has murdered a serial killer, for instance, who have been brought down guilty, And they're supposed to go on the electric chair, or they're supposed to be executed by lethal injection and or by the firing squad. It is at that time that it becomes most appropriate to cover your face. To cover your face. But we see the riot, the rapid response force here in the United States, they don't wear masks. The mask business came up only recently in Minnesota, as I continue to say. You can Google that up, and the police director himself can Google that up. But to transform the institution into a mask wearing or a special detail of that institution to be a mask wearing detail or company or platoon, I hope we are not opening a situation that will engulf our society. Because I've given an instance during the 1997 election when we had this situation on our hands. It was difficult for His Excellency, the President Charles Taylor. It was very difficult for him. Where the very police officers were going around and busting people doors at night. Then they called, I think, RRU, Rapid Response Unit. You see? So maybe if you wouldn't mind, you can call on the director, the deputy director for operation, and or someone who is handling the rapid response detail, if they can come on the radio, because the public needs to know why.
Every operational, Mr. Nippy.
Hello? Yeah.
Every operational unit in Nigeria wears masks. Forget about just talking about the police, the immigration. I mean, everyone has seen these are special units designed to handle the severe parts of their entity. Immigration at the borders, dealing with immigrants coming in illegally, doing.
You see, Mr. Nubo is laughing because it's strange.
Yeah, how immigration or officer will wear mask.
It's strange.
How all the people will do it here in the U.S. When the ICE does that, the ICE and certain members of Congress kick against it, and they are changing it. So it is not a good practice. But anyway, it's getting late in Liberia. I think we should go on a line and see, what our listeners say.
Exactly.
Yeah. Chris, if you are around, take us to the line. Chris, it is
okay. I'd like to say good evening and welcome those of you following. You've been listening to the conversation. This is about D4 program on Tap 15.3. So if you are there tonight, you've been listening 20 minutes past the hour of 11 o'clock, which is, of course, it's late in Liberia. But we have our regular listeners and followers, those of you following by, the Facebook, whatever you're following us from, you can call 0881 1435 040776 105 105 0881 1435 0776 105 105, and you're gonna be live tonight. One of our brother and friend Tilly better that call from the United States. It's sent in the so everybody can look at it. Maybe you guys can say something about it later. Call 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0881 14 35 04. If you are there, you've been following the conversation. What will be your contribution? What will be your comment? What will be your recommendation? Yes, indeed. Let's hear you tonight on Abed D4 on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live on Abed D4 tonight. Let's see whether we can take our things some a little bit when we come back. While we are wait for the call, we come back. We continue to announce. Yeah, indeed. The song.
My people, time Top FM 105, 3 we on the air. Leader shout, Sheku Koroma. Run ready, in a play. Alex D. Where by there? He back to differ. I beg to differ, my people. If you're not correct, we go talk and so. From 9 o'clock to 12 midnight, we sitting here, we ready to fight. No palaver, no fear inside. True talk, we not go high. Call Mr. George Nubo, bring that stand. The veterans meeting, no nonsense. Right, talk and play, breath.
We hold it right there, Carter. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live tonight on Abed D4. You've been listening to the conversation. What is on your mind? What you want to talk about? What you want to bring to the attention of our followers and listeners? What we've been talking about. Let hear you on Abed D4 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live tonight. Let hear you tonight on Abed D4. What is on your mind? Which of the question you want to ask? We talk about, the way in which leaders should be called, and they have somebody have something to say about our leaders or other leaders. Yeah, that where Mr. Numbo went to the traditional area. I used to call my mother Mama. I used to call my auntie now you for all the kind of thing. Quarter on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live. Mr. Numbo, I think that I like keep the conversation rolling in case of anything I'm gonna sign at you. But anyone who not calls, I think we're not gonna take that. So let's see. Let's go to the phone line. Yeah, okay. So let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Oh my word, trying to stick. Anyway, you can call her back, okay? You can still call her back on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Mr. Numo, you can take control. Yes, indeed.
Okay,
I think you can take control for now.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's check to see if Mr. Wright is around. Let him weigh in on the security personnel wearing mask, if he is around. Mr. Wright? Okay. See?
I think Mr. Wright is not around. Mr. Nubo.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, I think he's not around, so they're leaving. They may some celebration, people coming to your house or
okay,
things like that.
okay. Thank you, thank you. Well, I won't comment on a highlighted comment or question. Um, okay. Well, if we have anyway, today is Saturday, so we need to start closing. Alice, no, Chris gotta go home. Today is Saturday, so let's start with Honorable Nippy on everything tonight. You have 4 minutes.
Wow. Again, thank you so much. In our setting in the Republic of Liberia, and I like to go back, retrospect, why we call people in the community, and I'm a Catholic, so we call the priest father. And the next person would be the parish priest and the father too. And then Monsignor, we address him as Monsignor. For instance, if he were alive, the late Monsignor Robert Batiatipo, doctor, or Monsignor Dr. Robert Batiatipo, we address him like that. Monsignor Conley, who has been raised to the Episcopal rank of Bishop of Harper. We call him Bishop. My dad, when I was much younger, a businessman, I call him good friend. I call his brother my daddy. I called him daddy until he died in 1992. My late sister and my elder late sister and I, we call him daddy. And some people will say papa. The same goes with mama and mom. My mother, I call her sister. So we give these special names to the people because of where they sit, out of obedience to them, respect, courtesy. Like Bulikato, Mr. Doe, whenever he was in that his official dress code, the khaki, or whether he was wearing his mufti or the olive green, we refer to him as Captain Doe because he earned that rank. It is once a doctor, always a doctor. So the legislator should be referred to as such, as honorable men. They were elected to those noble offices. So we cannot just. And I was wondering why we were holding this conversation. I was wondering if she asked for audience through the office of the speaker, the honorable speaker of the House of Representatives, whether she referred to him as speaker or honorable.
The Senate.
Oh, okay. But even at that, I think she would not just unceremoniously just walk in the Capitol and say she wanted to go into the chamber. Yeah, I think what she did was she wrote the Honorable House of Senate, and then that letter will go to the President pro tempore, Honorable Yombi Kanga Lawrence. So to negate that and say, okay, because They made noise in the chamber, so I will not call them honorable. I mean, look at the British Parliament. The British Parliament, they call more noise than in the bucket. Does that mean that they should not be called honorable or lord or sir? So I think she is driving the children of tomorrow, the senators of tomorrow, the doctors of tomorrow, to not recognize what they must learn now. Because even the Holy Bible says, give unto Caesar what is Caesar. She would not like to be called Lima Boy. We have to put Hannah to her name, Mrs. Lima Boy. And in most times they refer to her as honorable. Most times they refer to her as honorable. Why does she accept the title honorable? She accepts it because it is an esteemed title that we give to people in the society who have done very well. The teacher now, they elevated them to professor, prof. So, I beg your indulgence. I'm under the weather. So even with the Episcopalian priest, you call them father, like I said, Father Johnson. So I think she should go down that way to educating the young people, because the mind of a young child is like sponge. If you put it in red paint, it will be red. It will come out red. The sponge will come out red. If you put that sponge in white paint, it will come out white. If you put it in black paint, that sponge will come out black. What am I saying? If those children are under her control, her supervision or guidance, you want to properly construct them so that the culture of civility can be something that they learn as early as the ages that they have. So tomorrow, they will not go and see a senator and say, hey, because I don't know whether she's referring to that, or go into the House of Representatives. Mr. Johnson? No, Senator Johnson, what would be most appropriate? That we come to my whole organization, the Liberian National Police. As Mr. Noble had said, it is only eyes, as never before, that started wearing masks. Many senators and the public frowned against that. And, we think that practice is not a useful thing to do, and so even the government of the United States is trying to overhaul that conduct of ICE wearing masks. ICE wearing masks. So our operation, we applaud the Liberian National Police for its due diligence, for taking the risk for us to go into risky area. But I think what they could do, they could get the riot control helmet. The riot control helmet, so that they can be properly identified and stop and desist or change the dress code from wearing masks. Because sooner or later, they will have a contending series of negative actions from the public domain. Those who are bent on committing heinous crime will start wearing masks. And there will be tit for tat and butter for bread. So I think the Liberian National Police will start to do well and get into what is a standard universal practice. Having said that, I just want to talk about one thing that's on my mind. As a matter of fact, two things. We have the proliferation of the Burkinabe state in our place, and I'm not trying to be xenophobic. I'm not trying to be xenophobic here. I'm trying to call a spade a spade. They are coming from a space next to the Ivory Coast, between the border of Ivory Coast and the Republic of Ghana. And they are in a strange place. We need for them to be identified. We need for them to do the needful thing to register, if it's possible, get their residence card, and so that those who brought them to do farming, we need cocoa to so that I think those people are thinking about adding value to our cocoa and coffee beans, which is commendable. I mean, fantastic that they're doing those things. But short of proper identification, I will encourage them to please, to kindly consider to have those people properly identified, because we understand some of them are way in the forest where you have to walk 2 miles sometimes before you can get to. The next thing on my mind is the death of the 4 motorcyclists. The 4 motorcyclists, our people, the Liberian National Police, the county attorney, the superintendent, the city hall mayor who controls the city of Zwedru must work in tandem to ensure that these incidents can be properly contained. Because if it's not properly contained, people in Grand Gila County, by 5:30 they will start leaving the streets. They will be afraid. They will start leaving the street. As a matter of fact, the entire belt of the southeastern, that will go into that area. So those are the things that are on my mind. And the drug issue is the last thing on my mind. $19 million worth of US dollar worth of cocaine. We saw it happen twice. And we saw it with 100 million. Then in Kipamas, it was widely reported that over $200 million worth of cocaine were swimming in the ocean, and the crew people fishing net caught that one. And a certain distinguished personality was in Harper, Maryland for about 2 weeks. So we don't want, like somebody on Spoon's TV was trying to, I don't know why these people here sometimes they cannot be careful with the kind of language they use. The qualitative or qualifying adjective that they use on Liberia. Liberia is now a narco state. And there's a Sierra Leonean turned Liberian on that station who calls Liberia a narco state. And I wonder why he did not call his party a narco party, that is the CDC, the Congress for Democratic Change, with no apologies. Why didn't call the Congress for Democratic Change a narco party when we heard about Cooch, when we heard about cocaine, the tune of $100 million, which is 5 times more than the $19 million. Why did he choose? You don't have to love a party, but you must love the Republic of Liberia. And don't ascribe the bad agitator to Liberia being a narco state. You shouldn't do that. Our country is not a narco state. That's why the government is all hands on deck, leaving no stone unturned, and they're trying to make sure that they bring the perpetrator to justice. I hope they can do it, and do it very soon. With that, I want to thank you, Chris. I want to thank the radio audience, Mr. George Nubo, and our fantastic golden voice, Claudie, the town's mother in Crew. That is the linguistic definition, Claudie, for giving us these timely information. And to you, George, Honorable George Nubo. Thank you for giving me for being so gracious, sir, to give me the 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and all. What have you?
Yeah.
What a pleasure. Good night to everybody.
Maybe Monday you will get half many. now we gotta move on to our golden bird with the melodious golden voice, Miss Claudie, to comment and close.
All right, thank you very much. Just to make it clear, I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble here, but yes, let's just say even before this new government, we have been seeing securities personnel from higher up units in the attire of a ninja. And from my understanding, it is only legally done with the LNP and a few other security personnel that form the Liberian government, but not the ordinary security guys, mining houses all around here and stuff.
No.
And again, Liberia has a joint security unit. They are the ones that have that attire because they're dealing with sophisticated criminals, not your ordinary climbing your ceiling or bust your door type of criminals, but those high class criminals. Even the Liberian Drug Enforcement Agency, especially the ones that seized the 19 million worth of cocaine, were in similar mass attires because they're dealing with high class crime. You mentioned something about ICE in America does it, and it brought to my attention there is a very trending topic that's going on right now pertaining to ICE, which involves Robert Bangor. He is a trans male. If you don't know what trans is, it's someone that their gender is female. Like, I don't really know how to describe that, but because
I know the figure.
I don't know what sexuality he is. Okay, let me change that. I don't really know his sexuality.
And for me, I know the figure you're talking about. I heard a name over and over on Prophet Key.
Okay, well that Prophet Key is in jail right now, so we're not gonna get him a morale yet. I didn't get out first before we give him that other cookie. Okay, so anyways, this has been an issue for a lot of Liberians. And a lot of us, especially I speak series, people say, oh, y'all deportees, y'all like this, y'all like that, not knowing how we returned home. And this is one of the number one issues right there. When someone is not satisfied with you, or maybe your living environment or who you are, they can just walk into immigration, even call the hotline and snitch on you and say, hey, Claudia doesn't have documents. And in less than a minute, immigration will be at my door asking me to show my passport. And if I can't provide it, I will be detained. And not detained in a special prison that's designed for those cases, immigrants. But we are put in a prison with the general public of people who commit crimes, typical crimes now, like murder and drunk driving and different crimes then. And they go through this traumatic experience while fighting their case. Imagine being in ICE custody for 3 to 10 years, fighting your case, like Bangor, for instance. He's probably going to fight his case for a very long time. Being detained doesn't mean that you're going to be deported right away. No, you have your legal right to fight your case. And I think that we need to stop snitching on people, especially when you know that it could harm that person's life. Because Liberia right now, we have zero tolerance to homosexuality. And I also know that when you're fighting your case in America to not be deported, you have the legal right to show the reason why you shouldn't be sent back, which is called an asylum. In his case, I'm sure he's going to use the defense of homosexuality, even though we don't know if he's gay, because like I said, we have so many sexualities. One that's so important to know about is called pansexuality. That's one that confuses so many people. A pansexual doesn't have a particular interest in any gender, but only have interest in what they want at that time. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're attracted to men or they're attracted to the same sex or the opposite sex. And in this case, we have a man who on social media portrays a woman, which we know as and identify as trans. And the person we heard allegedly, CC Maintain, to have reported him for the reason of his sexuality might even find herself swallowing her own spit, because he could use that as a defense not to be deported back to Liberia. Just as we would use any other defense, for example, with FGM, if you can prove that it could affect you if you're deported back to Liberia, you could fight your case. If you can prove your family was affected by the former civil war, and if you go back, you could be murdered or kidnapped or even arrested, you could win your case. He has his right to fight his case as to why he's been illegally in America. And we also know for a fact, if you commit a crime and it extends punishment of at least 365 days in prison, you are considered to be removed. You will have your procedure removed or process or whatever. But in Bangora's case, he has no record of ever committing any crime or being arrested for any criminal charges. So he has a very good case. I just hope that people stop what they're doing, because it ruins everything around our country and our community. It's bad. It's not fair. Because if we start doing it like that, then I think that there's a game that everyone's going to start playing on one another. So we have to be careful on how we deal with people, especially people who are different from you and different from myself. Everyone has their right, really. That's all I wanted to add. And it's been a pleasure tonight. Thank you for giving me my little 2 minutes.
Thank you very much. I think even though you said my mention of ICE brought us to the Bangura case, but it has little or nothing to do with what we are discussing when we're talking about police people wearing masks in Liberia. We are in the US, ICE wear masks. And what I want to see the police people do more in Liberia is wearing body cameras and not masks. I mean, if I was in a situation where a policeman came and rescued me, serious accident, fire incident, and the policeman had a mask on, tomorrow, no, how will I identify who to go and thank? Who my community will go to church and pray for? Which officer? So those are the things we are talking. So I want police officers in Liberia to be wearing body cameras and not masks. We want to see our officers. They are there for our security. And if Mr. Wright is not around, then it is back to you, Chris, to send us home. Thank you.
We say thanks to every one of you. Yes, indeed. Mr. Wright, I'd like to say thank you. Like D, I call you Madam Smith. I'd like to say thank you so much. Being on the platform is very much education and important. Our professor, George H. Numbo, and my niece, my big niece, Christopher J. Nippe, big one, my father niece, my grandfather niece. I'd like to say thanks to every one of you. And to our followers, yes, indeed, I'd like to recognize every one of you. Yeah, Ered D. Willie, I'd like to say thank you. Prince Nayu, I'd like to say thank you. Tile Bebe, I'd like to say thank you. Also, Chikta Sebastian, I'd like to say thank you. And those of you that call on the phone line this evening to be part of the show, your calls, following the show is very much important, because without you, we will not be here. So you and all make the program to be a successful one. So Marco Gay, I'd like to say thank you. Augustine W. Chita, I'd like to say thank you. Bobby Talley, I'd like to say thank you. Chris Java, I'd like to say thank you. Bexin, Jaguar, and Bexin Jaguar would like to say thank you. Maya Gay would like to say thank you. Our own friend, brother, and uncle, Tilly Bede, who called from the United States, would like to say thank you. Kumakoto, Ruth Kumakoto, would like to say thank you. And also, Prince Nayu called while following the show. We'd like to say thanks to every one of you. And those of you that are even called, but playing a listening role to this platform. This is Abed to D4, and today is Saturday. Yes, indeed. Abed to D4, take break. And it's going to be back Monday, the same time, the same station. I'd like to say thanks to every one of you. And bye-bye. We are out.
Yes, me strong woman, yeah. If you wrong, she go. My people, tell her time, oh.
TOP FM